I don't think I'll ever really be okay with that, in the sense that, I mean, you understand that certain things can't be helped. I mean, I try and make peace with them and with myself, saying, you know, I was 20 and I was quite young, and so much changes. But, I mean, parenthood, I mean, you feel bad, but, you know, it's different. Ibrahim's a young man at 19, so the kind of things he talks about and where he's going to college and what he's doing and whatever. Sometimes he asks about skincare, sometimes he asks about girls. Yes, you see, what had happened was Kedarnath was almost shelved, and Sara didn't have any other movie. So this film was around, and being knight in shining armor and good daddy, I was like, would you like to do this?
It's a rarity to have a man like Saif Ali Khan in Bollywood. He's witty, he's intelligent, has a sense of humor, and can always take a joke on himself. Today we have Saif joining us for a conversation only on PINKVILLA. Welcome, Saif. How have you been?
I've been alright, thank you.
You know, but you are a very cool father in real life. Was this role easier to you because you've done that role and played that role for a good 25 years now? And you're an amazing one at that.
Well, I don't know about that, but I mean,
Cool
films are different. Cool, it doesn't really mean anything. You can be perceived as cool, but, you know, maybe not that cool. I love my children, you know, equally, all of them. And not one of them can replace anything to do with the other, which is amazing. The more children you have, you kind of divide your heart and brain into those sections. So, you know, one tries, but being a dad on film is a much more dramatic version.
That's true.
Yeah.
How are you with the kids? Like, how has that evolved, that relationship that you've shared with Sara, maybe, because she's a grown-up now?
It's more grown-up, so we have a more grown-up relationship where, you know, including some slightly unconventional
Choices.
pastimes.
Yeah, which is history, if I'm not wrong.
No, that's very conventional.
Okay.
You know, I can't even say it on camera, but it's just say unconventional.
Okay.
But we can be a little bit like friends also. You know, it's different. Ibrahim's a young man at 19, so the kind of things he talks about and where he's going to college and what he's doing and whatever. Sometimes he asks about skincare, sometimes he asks about girls. So, I mean, whatever, you know. Taimur's quite straightforward. He just wants to play Hulk in a tent, which
is also great.
Great.
You're playing a father in the film. When you were going through your separation and divorce, how did you decide to break that news to your kids? Did that thought ever cross your mind as a father?
I mean, you know, it's the worst thing in the world, and I mean, it's something that I still feel I wish could have been different. You know, then it's. I don't think I'll ever really be okay with that, in the sense that, I mean, you understand that certain things can't be helped. I mean, I try and make peace with them and with myself, saying, you know, I was 20 and I was quite young, and so much changes. But, I mean, parenthood, I mean, you feel bad, but it's a strange thing, you know. Sometimes you can't really imagine. Parents is a strange thing. You like to think of them as together, but as individual units as well. Yeah. You don't like to think of them making out. You don't like to think of them really joined. So it's like a thing. So I think everyone can be okay with a modern relationship also, in a sense. Of course, I have fantasies of, like, I don't think any child should be really deprived of a very warm home. And together. And that's something that's never easy.
But that is why you guys have scored, because, you know, as a modern family, everybody in the family is respectful of everybody's place.
You have to be, and you have to make the most of whatever situation. And life is beautiful, and nobody should really sit around complaining too much because everything's all right. But, I mean, you always think, and sometimes, you know, having two parents together might not be the best thing for anyone, you know. But you have ideas that it might be, and you wouldn't want to. I mean, a nice stable home is a wonderful environment, and that's what you'd like to give and share with your kids.
You know, recently your mom went on Karina's show, and she said that she loves the way Sara puts out her opinion and her interviews, and the way she's so articulate, and she's also so good to hear. Like, she you know, you love watching her interviews, and she said that Ibrahim is the only one who looks like a patauti. This is what she said. Among all her grandchildren, she said Ibrahim is the only one who looks like a patodi, and I think it's also got to do with the cricket that he is interested in. What do you have to say to that?
Well, I think he looks like me.
Yeah, he looks exactly like you.
And I think I look like my mother.
Oh,
so
yeah, you do.
So then, how
no, but you look a little like your father too.
Do I?
Yes.
Then maybe, but actually I don't. I might give that vibe slightly because I'm like really cool and mature now. But generally speaking, I don't. If I did, I'd be like Al Pacino if I looked like my dad. And people would be like, my God, this guy's just the coolest guy ever. He was so good looking.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. So, and very aquiline and all that, kind of big eyes and strong. So nobody really looks like, Soha looks a little bit like a patodi.
Yeah.
But otherwise we all look like Tagores.
Which is great.
Which is great. Nobody's
Which is
complaining.
Great because you look like a Bengali, and I think you're proud of that. You know, academics has been a really important role in your family as well. Sara has completed her studies and then become an actor. What is Ibrahim going to do? Does he come to you for those kind of pep talks where, does he want to become an actor?
You know,
he
wants to become an actor. He loves playing cricket. And I really thought he's not doing much in school. And I used to think he's a naughty boy that way. But they made him a prefect, which is much better than me. And he's also got like some 3 Bs as a prediction at his A levels, which is much better than me. And I think he's going to go to a nice university, which is much better than me. So basically, he's much better than me.
So you know, I want to know that Sara and Ibrahim are growing up, and of course, they will. Recently, were asked if you were going to the pub with them and all.
No, somebody said if I go to the pub with Taimur and we're both picking up girls.
What?
Yeah. So I said, hello. I said, we often go to the pub and we often pick up the same girls. But then I pick him up and send him home. Then I seriously said that I would leave the girls to Ibrahim. Because not only am I married, but also I'm an old man now. This is not the age to be picking up chicks.
You're not old?
I don't. Why can't I be a young old? I want to be young old.
You're a cool person. But I want to know that, you know, was this film, when this film was being planned, I had heard that Nitin wanted to make the film with you and Sara. There was a discussion, was there?
Yes. You see, what had happened was Kedarnath was almost shelved.
Yeah.
And Sara didn't have any other movie. So this film was around, and being knight in shining armor and good daddy, I was like, would you like to do this? And she was like, yes. And then Kedarnath was on track and Simba fell into place. And then I said, listen, Sara, don't do this movie. I mean, please tell us, I mean, if you would rather not, because why are you doing this? This was a backup for you. I would love to do this with somebody else even, but you should be working with Ranveer Singh and Varun Dhawan next, not... So she said, okay, thank you, you know, I would like to do that. So that was that simple. I mean, I would not want her to really work with me because if she really wanted to and thought the script was something, but it gets complicated with family also, you know. So in the sense that it has to be something she really wants to do. I mean, there must be about 3 films of 5 films we've been offered together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which, you know, part of the time I'm not interested in the role. Part of the time she's not interested in the role.
Also, the constant exposure that paparazzi culture is having on kids today, you know. Recently, Gauri Khan went on record to say that Abraham doesn't want to go outdoors to play because of the pictures, and he likes, and even Kareena said that, you know, Taimur has started saying no to pictures even in the family, like when you guys click selfies.
They like to take a lot of pictures of him.
Yeah.
Even his family. And he's like, no. Some of our family members take a lot of photos.
Yeah. And he just says no?
He doesn't love it. Yeah, I don't like it either.
I know. He's
like I don't like posing for photos. Some of these guys love it. My wife would never say no, I think. Can I take your photo? She'd be like, sure.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, anytime. 4 a.m., no problem. Yeah, anytime. I'm telling you. I'm like, oh, no. So he's more like me.
But do you think the constant intrusion in the private space is affecting the well-being of kids at that age?
God knows, yeah. On one hand, is it such a big deal? Someone's just taking your photo. But people are interested and they do, and I don't know, they write. I'm just really lucky Taimur's not stalking himself on Instagram at the moment, you know. You know, he might start. It's part of our culture.
Yeah.
Photos turning up, and there could be a certain vanity and people wanting to see. It's difficult for kids to maintain their innocence. It's pretty like... But the world has changed. You just got to hope for the best. I don't know why people are so keen on other people's kids. I've never been interested in anyone's kid. I never in my life, even if it's the cutest baby in the world, I would never look at the photo and say, look at this guy's baby. I mean, it's just a really strange thing to do, I think.
Yeah, it is strange.
Yeah, it's a bit creepy as well. Like, I met a guy in the gym, he went so cute. I was like, okay, all right, nice, thanks.
You know, it won't be wrong to call you an amazing actor, but you're an amazing father as well. And all the best. You're always the nicest to talk to.
You're so sweet. You're very nice to talk to also. This is my last interview of the day, but it feels fresh. And
thank you so much. Yeah. And all the best for Jawaani Jaanemen. I don't think it would have been possible without you.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Pleasure, man.